just farted. It's so stinky. Oh my god. I'm glad you can't smell it from here. Hello, my beautiful people. Oh my gosh, welcome back. This is my first Ask Keara in like, it feels like 3 years. It's probably less than that. So I figured I would answer your queer relationship questions today. I asked you guys on Instagram, like always, and you came through. I am in a queer relationship. I'm married to my wife of it's gonna be 4 years, right? I know, but I mean like married. Yeah. We're married for 4 years in November. So I feel like I can hopefully help you out with these questions. Lauren, don't listen to me, please. What? Can you put your headphones on? I don't want you to listen to me. I'm not listening to you. Okay. Why? Because I get nervous. Talking shit. No. Okay, first question. How do I get over trauma from a past relationship? It's preventing me from moving on. Oof. First of all, I want to say, I hear you. I hear you. I feel like some of the worst traumas come from like romantic relationships that ended poorly. First of all, I think it's gonna take time. So try not to, put so much pressure on yourself to heal quickly, because that's not how healing works. Like it's like an onion. It's like you're peeling the layers of the onion, and there's more and more layers as you go on and as time goes on. So you might be unpacking this for quite a while, quite a few years to come. If you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is the perfect time to, do your therapy, journal, get it out. If you need to like start doing boxing classes and like imagine you're punching your ex's face, I feel like that those are all very therapeutic things to do. I think just the fact that you have the awareness that you need to heal some trauma, that is the first step, and everything will unfold. I hope that helps. Ooh, this is a good one. Any tips for a bi-enby who's in a relationship with a man and doesn't like penetrative sex? I hear ya. I hear ya. It's not for everyone. And I feel like you don't need to force yourself to like penetrative sex if you just don't like it. No one should be forcing you to do anything sexually that you don't want to do. Make sure there's always consent involved. We want your enthusiastic yes. Not just a I guess or like yeah, but an enthusiastic yes. And if you don't have an enthusiastic yes, don't do it. There's a lot of ways that you can be intimate with a partner without having penetrative sex, but I just want to validate you there and say that that is super, super understandable. Maybe you and your partner can explore the different ways in which you can be sexual and intimate with each other without penetration, because I think it's very important that you honor your own boundaries. How do you navigate a relationship as a sex-adverse ace with a partner that wants sex? I feel like this is kind of similar to the last question. I would suggest that you stay true to your own boundaries. Ooh, there's a willow hair. There's a willow hair. Stay true to your own boundaries. Make sure you communicate those boundaries clearly with your partner. It's understandable that your partner has needs and that you also have needs. So maybe just, finding a way to find a middle ground that satisfies you both, that makes you both happy, or figure out how to rework the relationship in order for you both to have your needs met. Whoa, that just like came from fucking like the universe. Today's video is sponsored by Dipsea. As you guys know, I love Dipsea and I love to talk about Dipsea and I love listening to Dipsea. If you want to figure out what you're into in the bedroom and you want to explore that with your partner maybe someday, or with yourself, Dipsea is a great place to explore that. Dipsea is an app full of hundreds of short, sexy audio stories made by women, for women, super queer. They bring scenarios to life with immersive soundscapes, super realistic characters. There's a growing library of fantasy series with vampires, Greek gods, fairies. They have tons of WLW hookup stories, and they're all super, super hot. So if you want to spice up your me time, Dipsea is a great tool for that. New content is is released every week, so you're always gonna have a growing number of stories to explore. They also have sleep stories, wellness sessions, and written stories as well. For my subscribers, which means you, yes you, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Keara. That's 30 days of full access for free. When you go to DIPSEA stories.com/KEARA. Honestly, it's one of my favorite tools to get in touch with my body and explore my own pleasures. Dipseastories.com/Keara. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Next question. I'm 18 and haven't even had my first kiss yet. I literally feel so behind. I know that's perfectly fine, but you know. I know. And I know you know, but it's almost like this constant battle of back and forth. There's like societal pressures and like maybe peer pressures and pressures from those around you, and then there's like your inner knowing, right? And those are constantly battling. They're constantly going head to head, like,
I wanna win. I wanna win. No, I wanna win.
So I guess it's just like honoring both sides of that dialogue. Maybe you do want to have your first kiss soon, but at the same time, it's okay that you haven't had it. And in my opinion, like, these are things that we can't really control always, right? Like, it either happens or it doesn't happen. Maybe you're at a point in your life where you're focusing on other things, and I think that's also valid. I think you'll have plenty of time to explore that. But yeah, just be gentle with yourself and know that that's perfectly valid and okay. How to stop internalized homophobia, especially as I'm religious and a Catholic. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. I know how you feel. I was also Catholic and very religious, actually like really religious. And I find it so funny that like sometimes the most religious people are actually the queerest people. I don't know why. Again, this is one of those things that it takes a while to retrain your brain out of thinking this way, like thinking that you're bad or you're wrong for liking the same sex or whatever. I think what helped me was reading books, doing research, watching WLW music videos, you know, just absorbing content that was queer positive, being around people who are queer positive, not homophobic. But I get it can be hard because the people that you're surrounded with can have a huge impact on how you think and feel, right? Like if your fucking great uncle comes over and he's homophobic and he starts talking shit, like it's easy for you to get absorbed in that because you're like, this is my family member, like, ah. I think it also all comes down to knowing that your feelings are so valid, and you having feelings and you having like desires to love the same sex doesn't make you a bad person as much as religion has put that into our heads. I think a lot of it is unlearning thought patterns and then relearning new ones that make you feel better about yourself. So it's a whole process of retraining your brain, but I know you can do it. I've done it. So many people are also doing it. If you want to find a community, a lot of people have experienced that, you know, watch my videos and follow my content and stuff. So maybe chat with some of them. Okay, next question. I've been single for 5 years now. I'm only 20, and I feel like I'm never going to find anyone. I feel like now it's so hard to find a girlfriend without it being online. I have anxiety, so meeting new people is so hard. I just feel a little lonely and hopeless. Any ideas of how to get a girlfriend? LOL. I feel you. I feel you with the anxiety of the meeting new people. Like if I was single right now, I would be lost in trying to like meet people, like even going about that. But for me, I found my wife when I wasn't looking. And I know this is probably what everyone says about like,
when you're not looking for the one, you find the one.
What I would say is nurture your relationship with yourself. Find a girlfriend within yourself. All the love you would give a partner, give to yourself. The fact that you haven't found a girlfriend yet it has nothing to do with your worthiness as a partner at all. I think that we can quickly jump to conclusions and think it has something to do with our worth, that we're not good enough to find a girlfriend, we're not cute enough, we're not, you know. But I think that that's always such a good opportunity to cultivate love within yourself. And if that's not what you want to hear, then I generally prefer meeting people in groups of people that I already know, because I'm extremely socially anxious. So if I were to be looking for a girlfriend, I guess I would probably push myself to do more social situations with my friends, whether that's at parties or going out, letting maybe your friends introduce you to people. That's how I met my partner, and I feel like that's a very safe way to do it too, because like you know your friend, you trust your friend who's introducing you to the person. Maybe join some like queer groups. So don't get discouraged if you can't find anyone. Honestly, just enjoy spending time with your friends in the meantime. Hope that helped. Ooh, okay. Any tips for how to move on from a crush who doesn't reciprocate? I have a great quote for this. I've been listening to a lot of Moonlight Scorpio, which if you don't know, she makes affirmation music. One of my favorite songs by her, the chorus goes like, I only want what wants me. I don't chase, I attract. So I love this whole, I don't spend my energy chasing someone who doesn't want me back. I only allow in people who have that same love for me as I do for myself. I feel like letting go is like one of the hardest things, yet one of the most powerful things you can do for your own self. Letting go of attachments to people, letting go of your idea of like how things could have been. I know that's really hard and it might take time, and that's okay. But also just like getting out there, meeting new people, finding new friends, like-minded people. I think that'll like ease the pain a little bit too. Find people who are worth your time and energy. Don't exhaust yourself by, spending so much energy on someone that does not reciprocate those feelings. Next question, how do you deal with the stress and challenges of everyday life in a long-term relationship? I think with long-term relationships, there are definitely more challenges. Things will come up that wouldn't necessarily come up in short-term relationships because you're really starting to share your whole entire life with this person. My best advice is just keep such a strong line of communication with your partner. My partner and I are basically telepathic, like we know when something's wrong with the other. So we're easily like, we can easily suss that out and be like, are you okay? Like, do you want to talk about something? But if you're not like that, I knew you were gonna say something about me. Is that okay? See, we have telepathy. Communicate as often as you fucking can. Lauren and I love to like have really deep conversations during dinner and after. It usually continues till after dinner. I think it helps if you and your partner are able to get vulnerable and open with everything you're feeling, even if it's hard to talk about, that you still talk about it. Should I come out as bi even though I'm in a straight passing relationship? I think if it feels right to you, then yes. It doesn't matter, what kind of relationship you're in, you're still totally valid. And are you coming out for yourself or are you coming out for others? That's also something I would ask myself. And secondly, is it gonna benefit you? Is this gonna benefit you? Is this gonna help you feel more comfortable in your own skin? Is it gonna help you be more authentic? Is it gonna be helpful to talk about that with your partner? I feel like it's always good to open up a dialogue for sure. Okay, last question. How do I start talking to girls or going out? I'm just still in the closet and I feel so anxious. It's totally valid. Women are intimidatingly hot. Honestly, my best advice would just be to try to get to know people as friends first, and then if something kind of comes out of it, then awesome. Try not to put so much pressure on yourself to be good at flirting or try to impress the ladies, because it's they're gonna suss the vibes. So if you just go at it in a way of I just want to get to know you, be chill. I know it's hard to say that. Be chill. Let it unfold naturally. I don't think you need to force anything. I think it'll happen on its own when it needs to happen, to be honest. I don't think you need to worry about being really good at talking to girls, because you already know how to talk to girls. You know how to talk to people. I know there's this whole thing in the lesbian community of you have to be
hey girl.
No. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. You don't have to be weird. Just be yourself. That's my best advice, is be yourself in any interaction you have with anyone. When you're yourself, people are gonna gravitate towards you. That's my best advice for that. All right, I think that's it for the video. Thank you for sending in your questions. I hope these helped. Let me know what you want me to do next on my channel. Love yourself. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Okay, I love you. Mwah. Bye.